well, let's start talking
Let's
then.
start talking. Let's make some fucking podcast. All right. So, welcome to Haug Talks, the podcast where we interview the people from Haug. My name is Finn Visser. I'm here with Diederik Zuurmond.
Hello, nice to be here.
Yeah. Before we start, I want
Yeah.
to let the people hear this voice note you sent me today.
Oh yeah, God. All right, let's hear that.
Hello, I'll be there at 5, I hope, but maybe train is late, so then I'll be there maybe 10 past 5. But I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated. But I'm trying my best here. I've got I'm getting sued, so
Yeah, it's
I
not
had to go
true.
to court real quick and
I was lying.
defend myself. So I'll see you soon. Much love. Bye-bye.
Yeah. So that was a lie.
So that was a lie.
Yeah, no, I lied about that.
Because with you, I
Yeah.
never know. Like, you could be getting sued.
No. If anything, I'm suing people. But no. That was a lie. I was kind of panicking because I knew I'd be late. I thought I'd be 15 minutes late, and I was panicking about that. And then I was 45 minutes late.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which is fine.
well, there's a moment, like, for me, when I'm running 15 minutes late, I'm like, fuck, I got it. And then once it's over half an hour, I go, well, all right, this is just...
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't matter anymore.
The ship has sailed.
yeah, I'm just rude now, so I might as well relax and take it all in, you know, see the sights. I saw a guy doing calisthenics. You heard about this?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
On the way here.
Yeah, on the by the river, you know, they have these like little dip bars.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was shirt off, just ripped,
Ripped.
incredibly pumped, ripped. I don't know how you say it.
Beautiful.
Just yeah, and I thought, man, where have you been all my life? I thought,
Yeah.
well, kind of. I thought, wow, this is really good. This is who I want to be. I think I want to be a guy who takes his shirt off, and everyone goes, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd like to be really ripped.
Weird.
You
No.
I think so, maybe.
Calisthenics. I don't know.
Calisthenics, yeah. Well, it's just like, it's just body weight stuff. But
Yeah.
it's the only one you can do in a park, and people aren't like really like if you bring weights to a park, people are like, what the? All right, we
Yeah.
get it. But if you're doing, dips and
Yeah, maybe in
pull-ups,
Amsterdam.
in Amsterdam you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Rotterdam, you get your hack kit in.
Yeah, is that true? Is there more kind of is there more like because here I feel like you guys feel like Amsterdam's like gay.
Well, kinda.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say gay because the whole Netherlands is gay.
Right.
Everybody's bi here.
Yes.
Shout out Michael Jaeger, but this is his bit. I don't know. But
Yeah. Hey, shout out Michael Jaeger on the Haug Talks. Let's do that. Mike Jaeger, wherever you are, man. Why don't we see you anymore?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. All right, that's sensitive
man.
topic.
No, I don't think I think he's completely over it. I've only heard from other people that he's still talking about it.
You clean his Airbnb, right?
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, I used to do that, and then I sent him an invoice that was too much, and I think he got mad at me, and I stopped. Well, I lived around the corner from him, so I'd do it sometimes.
Mhm.
But he also let me stay there when I was homeless for a bit, and he let me stay there, and then I also cleaned it, and I took the last time I was there, I cleaned it, and the shower wasn't running, like the drain wasn't draining.
Mm-hmm.
And I called him and I said, the drain's not draining. He goes, oh yeah, man. Yeah, okay, so you need to take it out. People have been coming in my drain. He goes, yeah, people have been coming in my drain again. They're disgusting, these guests. So yeah, and then I cleaned cum out of that drain. Apparently cum is really, I've stopped coming in the shower as well, personally.
After that.
Well, I never came in his shower.
No.
I'll say that on the record.
Yeah.
But
Let that be recorded.
but I would never come in another man's shower, unless he asked me to. But he was, he was like quite. It was funny because he was quite like, yeah, you are a man now. Like, you have now become a man. You have cleaned cum. You understand what I go through. And it was gross. It was very gross. But yeah, that stuff just like really sticks. Like it really doesn't it doesn't drain.
No,
it's like an egg.
blood clots.
blood clot.
Blood clot. Yeah, this okay. My English is. I mean, I
It's
can
good,
understand it. No, it fucking sucks. But
No, it's good.
you
I like
also
it.
speak Dutch.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Have you ever done comedy in Dutch?
Yeah, I did it once. It wasn't good.
No.
I
Where did
didn't
you do
like
it?
it. I did it here in like an open mic here.
Ah.
One time.
But
Like
why wasn't it good?
I don't know. I didn't really like it. I find I don't know. Dutch is I don't know. I feel like it's like a language made for like business and taxes, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's good Dutch like poets, I assume, but I don't really know. Like there's I love what's his name? Long John. Long Eons. Long
Frans.
French. Yeah, long French man.
Long French man.
Long French.
Yeah,
He's
I know
great,
him.
he does all types of wordplay and stuff, and that's cool. But I don't know, I just can't get my head around it, to be honest. I just don't know the culture really, I feel like English is so much like you can kind of, it's like more international, I guess.
It is more international.
Yeah, I guess
There used to be a time that Dutch was more international.
I know, you
But then
guys
the
really
British
dropped
took
the ball
over.
on that. But I think that was the Brits just had better culture to, it's like the Americans now. Everyone watches American TV shows and
Mhm.
stuff. They just make good stuff, or they used to, and now they make, stuff that's okay, and they've just kind of, just because we already watch American stuff, so now we just keep watching it.
But the Brits had good culture.
Yeah, dude, Shakespeare fucking. Have you
Yeah.
heard that?
All right,
it's
Shakespeare,
great.
fucking.
Shaking his spear, as they say. No, they had good good poetry and plays and books.
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes, all these like not like when books were still a thing.
You think that helped with like?
Charles Dickens. Yeah, they had good books that people could read, and they
Yeah.
could like understand British culture more. And the
Yeah.
Dutch had like fucking like one book about the sea, which is really boring. Right? There's like one classic Dutch book which is about fishing. I think.
I don't know.
Or Pope
I
Fonseca.
don't read. I don't know. Can't read.
You don't read.
No, but we
Yeah.
had like Rembrandt and like these
True. Yeah, true.
those artists, but that's not really culture. Maybe.
Well, it is culture, but it's not language, I
No.
guess, So it's just like, I guess maybe the Dutch, you guys were so good at, also you guys are adaptable, The
Yeah.
British, I think they were like, you must speak our language and we're going to make you play cricket and stuff. And the Dutch are like, we'll do business with you and you
Yeah.
can kind of hang out and stay, like, we'll bring your culture to us.
Yeah.
But, like what Dutch culture is there in Indonesia? You know what I mean? Like the Indians, they play cricket, big on cricket,
Yeah.
love cricket. The Indonesians, what do they have culture-wise from the Dutch?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing.
Trauma.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all they brought. At least the Indians have cricket.
Yeah. Cricket and trauma.
yeah. They also have trauma, but at least they got the sweet IPL.
Yeah.
You seen the IPL? That's fun cricket. So cricket used to be like 3 days long
Mhm.
and boring as shit, like really dull.
How
And-
long ago is this?
Well, I mean, so test match cricket is still
Yeah.
like it's 3 days and it's like everyone just bowls and then they stop and then bowl and then nothing happens. Then the Indians they came up with 20-20 cricket,
Mhm.
which is 20 overs. So you play it in like a couple hours. And people smash the ball, and it's big stadiums, and it's like cricket like you've
Yeah, it's
never
really-
seen. It's massive.
yeah,
Like
it's
people are
massive.
and all the names as well are cool. You know,
Yeah.
like American football teams, like the Mumbai Kings and the Sri Lankan shit. I don't know any of them,
No.
but they're really good.
Ah.
Yeah. So sorry for that.
No.
We really went to.
I feel like you. I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't know
really,
you either. Yeah.
But I
didn't know you had a
because
thing.
we meet sometimes in the green room, and I feel like sometimes you kind of nerd on things, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
you dive in these various different topics.
I
Is
wish
that
I
true?
did. I wish I was more. I think I have more of like a shallow knowledge of. I know a little bit of.
Yeah.
Like I don't really go deep into anything, to be honest.
I don't know anybody that knew that much about cricket here in the Netherlands, I think.
Yeah, but I grew up in England, so people.
Oh, that's
I
what was the
played
thing
cricket
there.
growing up.
Ah,
Yeah.
alright.
Oh yeah, I played. I I was a fast bowler for a
Mhm.
bit, and then I started eating a lot of flapjacks, and I got a bit fat, and then I was a spin bowler
Were you fat?
a little bit.
Yeah.
I got a little bit. I got a little bit bigger. Yeah.
Because you kind of have like a
you were fat, no?
calisthenic. Yeah, I was fat.
You have proper fat.
Yeah, no, more
Totally.
like
I mean, Dutch
like
fat.
yeah,
Dutch fat is different. To
yeah.
like
Dutch
an
fat is
American
different.
Or a British
It's not
fat.
white.
What do you mean?
British people are more white, I think.
Yeah, thick necks, kind
Thick
of Down
necks.
syndrome necks,
Yeah,
and
bad teeth.
bad teeth for sure.
You have great teeth for a British guy.
Yeah,
say so.
I mean nowadays, you know. Well, also London's not even really Britain. You know what I mean?
No?
Like London's like a different place.
Hmm.
You know, London's like kind of exists outside of England. You know, it's in England, but it's
It's kind
If
of
you
like
go to-
Amsterdam for the rest of the
kind of yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really like it's more of an international hub of
Yeah,
rich people.
yeah. No real British people live in London.
Well, no, I mean there are Londoners, but you know they will have grown up in London and they're from London, and then there's British people that come from outside of whatever to go to London, but it's so many people that are coming there that it's not really. I don't know, the culture it just isn't like proper British. There is, but they have good teeth there in London. I guess that's
Great.
the point. Yeah.
Did you start doing comedy in Britain?
No. I started. Well, I mean, I guess I was always like, I always did like plays and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always in theatre, doing bits of theatre. I was the king in The King and I, when I was 8, and I had The King and I is
Yeah, thanks.
The King and I is well, I don't think anybody really knows it. It was kind of a weird choice as a school play, as
Mhm.
in like as an 8-year-old, because it was kind of like colonial era. Speaking of, it was a colonial era film that was about a white lady going to the king of Thailand and like teaching him how to be white, or like teaching. Yeah, I think like teaching him how to be like civilized. Like it's pretty fucked up. So, and I remember the person that was playing the white lady was a mixed race girl, and I was a white guy pretending to be an Asian
No.
king. Yeah, and I had the accent.
And did you
and
do the
I
eyes?
did the eyes. Yeah.
No.
No, they gave me little eyes like that. Yeah. So that was
They had a thing for the eyes.
Well, they had like not.
Or did you do the fingers like the whole
No,
whole time?
no. Yeah, I'm
No?
just doing that the whole time. No. It's like the, a little bit of makeup just to give it a little bit of Asian twist. You know what the girls do now?
Yeah.
They
Yeah, these wings.
little wings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
black
I,
wings.
I had little wings just
Ah.
to give myself a little bit of an
And,
Asian
and how old were you?
Asian vibe. I think 8,
And-
7 or 8 years old.
And did you do the accent?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to sing and stuff. It was like a musical. I had to sing in like a slightly Asian accent. When I was a boy. That was a. it was
Hello,
about, like,
everyone.
yeah. Well, no, I don't
Sorry,
remember.
sorry.
It was I did have to do an accent, but I don't know if it was. It wasn't like It didn't feel racist at the time, but I guess that's what everyone says
yeah,
when they've
yeah,
done racist
yeah.
stuff. It didn't feel racist,
I think
but there was like a lot of Japanese boy, like, it was quite a multicultural school, so it wasn't. I don't know if it was racist or it was just an attempt to do this.
Yeah.
This play. Anyway, so I did a lot of plays.
you did a lot of plays.
And then moved here when I was 16 with my parents,
Oh yeah.
away from London. Kind of, I think, I smoked a lot of weed. That was kind of what happened, I think, is I smoked a lot of weed, started listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, comedy seems like a cool thing to do. And then I didn't really do it. And then I did, in my gap year, so when I was 18, I did slam poetry, open mics
Mm-hmm.
in Utrecht. They were like, it was called the International Open Stage.
Yeah.
My friend ran it. A friend I knew from summer camp, he ran it. He's like a poet. He's got like one leg now. He fell out of a tree. Now he's got a wooden leg. And he's like a poet and an artist. One of these real like bohemian types. And
Can I say that
What?
I feel like you're telling the truth,
You know, and this
and
is
it
all
still
true.
feels like a lie.
Yeah, no, this is true. This is true stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so he ran this open stage, and I would go and do these like kind of pretentious poems and stuff. And I was trying to do kind of stand up, but it was quite a like lefty, kind of space. So
And the form was like
yeah,
like
so I
poets.
kind of had to be like I'm doing poetry, or
Yeah.
I'd do like some music, do some songs or something, and then I did that maybe like 9 times over like the whole year.
Mhm.
You know, it was only once a month or something. These shows.
Was it good? Like, did it work?
Was I good? No.
No.
Well, some stuff was good. I had some things that kind of worked, and I remember being like, oh, this works, and these poems. I had a poem about that you have to pay 50 cents or 70 cents to use the bathroom at the station,
Mm-hmm.
and it was this whole poem about me 70 cents, and then it was me like shitting on doing like really like doing all types of stuff in the toilet just to get my money's worth and stuff like that worked. But but there was a lot of things where, I mean, you must have had it when you start and you like think stuff is going to be so funny,
Yeah.
and then you're doing it and it's like the worst thing you've
Yeah.
ever. And it was a weird space for comedy anyway, like trying to do jokes. Like I would follow a guy and he was like hula hooping while reading out of 2 books at the same time, like and that was like his act. Like that was what he was doing. So like that was the type of vibe. It was people doing like weird alternative like music things, like playing the violin but wrong, or all these
But was it a comedic tone, like in all these acts?
No, all very deadly serious almost. So very kind of
really?
serious poetry, very
Yeah.
serious electronic music, like synth work, and like quite serious stories, and also just crazy people coming in, like homeless guys coming in and like just shouting at people for 8 minutes,
And everybody,
having
nice.
gonna be like brought off the stage again.
Performance art. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. And then I would try to do like, and I would think like stuff would be so good, but I just had no idea. Like I was also not thinking about like what the effect on the audience. Like I did horrible. I had one about like where I was like, this is my impression of a tomato having a stroke,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started like pretending I was masturbating on stage, and I go, I love gay porn. Oh yeah, I love gay porn. I'm a tomato and I'm watching gay porn. And then so that was the first joke in my head. I was like, well, he's having a stroke, but he's actually stroking himself. And then I had a stroke on stage, so I fully acted out, committed to like fully like going, oh my god, and then I lay down on the floor, and then as I was on the floor, I said, and I really thought this would get like a standing ovation. It got almost nothing. I was on the floor, and I go, I guess now I really am both a fruit and a vegetable, and yeah, nothing, really nothing. People like really like what was that? And also because it was like kind of offensive, but also harrowing at the same time, and so full, like the cringe of the full commitment. But I think that was really good, to be honest, for me to do, because like when I started doing, then I came to Amsterdam to study, and then I started doing open mics here or there in Amsterdam, and I was quite good already because I'd failed so terribly and awkwardly, and like at these like slam
grand,
poetry open mics.
weird things.
And also trying weird things, and then like when I was like, all right, now I'll just do stand up and like properly like rod jokes and stuff. It was almost easier because it was like, okay, at least I don't have to pretend I'm a tomato or follow a guy who's hula hooping.
You did the humiliation trial.
Yeah. I've kind of lost all my dignity, and then went, okay, I've got nothing left to lose.
But you see these kind of acts like you did at slam poetry. Well, I don't see like the big having a stroke act out. Maybe in your act right now, but there is some like tone of, I don't know. I would say absurdity or something. Underlying. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm trying to get back to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of, you kind of get almost like your first instincts are right. You just don't know how to put them on stage yet. and then you get dulled down by the grind of stand-up and being at the stand-up shows, and like you're like, okay, I just have to write a joke and I got to do crowd work, and do you have a job? And you kind of you get like more and more boring as an act, and then you can come out of that again and kind of figure out how to do the things that you wanted to do anyway before, but you didn't know how to make them work because you didn't have the actual like tools to give them to people in a way that they would understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you have stuff like that where it's like, it's things that like don't work.
Yeah, I have stuff that doesn't work.
Yeah, so so you get it. I mean, but it's like it's stuff that you're like, that's funny, and it's funny.
Yeah.
But we haven't figured out how to tell them that it's, or show them how funny it is, and that's I think the hard part.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to be like, this is funny, you'd be like, haha, this is a funny thing, but then trying to communicate that's the part. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Like trying to bring it across and like.
But it's really interesting what you said
Figure it
about like when you started in, there's no filter or something. You don't try to be something.
Yeah, you're
not.
just like just full like sprinting at like whatever, And there's also like you don't know any, like I didn't know anyone. I didn't like. There's no like. No, like even trying to impress a booker or anything at these things, because it was my friend who has one leg and is a poet, and it's like I don't, like we're friends, like it's fine, and there's no like, oh, I want to, make sure the industry, it was just fucking like, let's see if this is good, and it wasn't, but that feeling I think is what you kind of want, is that feeling of like I'm going into something the unknown territory.
Yeah, you have to search for that feeling like back. You have it, then you lose it, and then you have to search for it back.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep it new and interesting, and
Do you think you are doing that right now?
Sometimes I feel like I'm doing it. Often I feel like I'm just boring, like doing the stuff that works and kind of we get it. Blah. But I also know that that's necessary to get to, like you need, it's like, I don't know, there's jokes that I've been doing for 4 or 5 years that only in the last year I've been able to make them interesting in a way that like.
That you like, you also like your own jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I guess you need to like do them and then be so comfortable that then you can play within them.
Do you play jokes that where you kind of like, you lose respect for the audience when they laugh? Like sometimes you make a joke and they're laughing like, oh, fuck you guys.
I honestly, I respect the audience so much at all times, to be honest.
What's your relationship with the audience?
I don't know. It depends on the audience, to be honest. If they're good and they're like nice, then it's all really easy, and I can, we can play and have fun and fuck around, If somebody described it as transactional, sometimes, especially here, you have like sometimes a transactional audience who's like, okay, I paid my money, now you make me laugh.
Yeah.
Now come on, funny boy, I'm waiting. Yeah,
there's a lot of Swedish people here at Haug.
Yeah, when the Swedes are in, it gets tough.
Good.
The Scandinavians, they ruin the shows. No, but
fucking socialist.
Yeah, they really suck. Yeah. Do you know the other day I had two of the blackest guys I've seen in my life, and I go, where are you guys from? And they go, Sweden, and I go, okay. You know what I mean? It's such a funny thing how like, it's just I don't know how to make it funny on stage, and I kind of went, yeah.
Did they laugh?
I believe it. Yeah, they laugh.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's funny when you're fucking, when you're obviously an Ethiopian guy and you're like, no, I'm actually Swedish. It's like that. It's as if somebody asked me, hey, where are you from? And I go, oh, Ghana. Any questions? Any non-racist questions you'd like to ask me now? Any follow-ups that you'd like to, I don't know. Sorry. But yeah, the transaction. Yeah, I think what I like to do now is I like to tell them they're really bad. Yeah. I like to tell the crowd they're really bad, and then at the end, I go like, you guys aren't good, and like I'm actually having a bad time here, and I'm disappointed in how this show is going. At some point, So dig myself a hole, and then try to get out of it, and then by the end, I go, this was the best show I've ever had, and like I can't believe that we got through that, and you know, because I don't have very long jokes, you know. I've kind of write a joke and then I go, I'll try to put that in, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like. I have a couple bits, like, you know, proper, but I don't really have any bit, you know, whatever. I don't really have any
No,
bits.
you don't have a story of like 15 minutes.
Right.
No.
So there's no like real narrative in a set for me
No.
often. So I need to find ways to have there be some kind of like a callback or some kind of like to make it feel like, oh, this was a whole thing or
that
a
it's
journey
coherent.
or something. So the way I've been doing that now is to just fail in the middle and then try to get out of it. And then, and
Kind of like a depressed Stuart Lee.
yeah, kind of exactly like Stuart Lee, except he doesn't do the positive bit at the end.
No.
He kind of keeps the cynicism quite the same. And I also just, I don't know, I like to be honest as well a little bit, you know, on stage.
What do you mean?
Well, like if I'm like on that what was that show we did together where you opened was it last Thursday or something?
Could be. I don't
Thursday.
know.
Yeah, Thursday. You opened. You did the dove bit,
Yeah.
and it kind of died. Everything was kind of dying,
Yeah.
and then the guy after you did okay, but it was the kind of transactional type of crowd, right?
Yeah.
And like at some point in that show, I did a thing about okay, it's not good, whatever. It's not even good, and I know it's not good. But a guy was like, "I'm a lawyer," and I was like, "Oh, I was actually a lawyer at a food court," and then I had a bunch of jokes about that. Did you pass the bar? Yes, the salad bar every day, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really good. And just, it was like silence. It was almost like they were disappointed by it. Like they were like, why would you say this? It felt like, because we were actually having fun. And I kind of went, okay. And then I was like, oh, I've lost it.
Yeah.
I really like, and I was like, oh, I don't
Yeah,
like
you felt really down afterwards, right?
no, it was alright.
It was alright?
It was alright. No, yeah. I thought it'd be funny to apologize to everyone.
Yeah.
As I left.
Yeah, but you don't know with you
But-
when it's real and when it's fake.
Yeah, I
you don't know.
I know, and I sometimes don't know either. I'm trying to go beyond that, you know. I think I have a kind of like quite millennial facade of irony, and I need to break through that into like a new authenticity, you know. But I try to find, sometimes I'm like, I can be authentic, but to me it's funny to say, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry, I ruined the show, you know, and it's kind of like it's kind of narcissistic because everyone's like, but what? It's not even about you, but it's me going, haha.
Yeah, but
so
you
in
don't
my
cash
mind,
in. That is, I think you never go like, gotcha, or something like that.
yeah, well, yeah, but yeah,
You stay in the bit.
but then but then it's like I feel like I have to because like Victor, he goes, oh man, it's okay, you know, hey, like don't worry about it, like
Yeah, you don't.
it happens to the best of us, and I'm like, oh man. Everyone's so fucking nice.
I don't want to ruin it for these people.
Yeah, and then I'm like, then he's just like been a really nice guy to a guy who's just kidding around. It's horrible. So yeah, it does create problems. And I had it the other day with. I've been doing it if I see someone in the wild, you know, like yesterday I saw Dan and I didn't even like say hello. I just was like, can I get a selfie? Which I think is funny to do, and Dan was funny about it. But the other day I saw Sharif, and I go, "Can I get a selfie?" And he kind of went, "Okay." Like, he was like, "What the fuck?" Like, we know, and I kind of pretended I didn't know him, and I was just like, "Can I get a selfie?" And a lady he was with was like, "Oh my god, you're a fucking famous guy over here." And I took a selfie, and then I just left because I was like, I didn't know how to get out of it, or like it was just like an awkward situation. I just made it so awkward for myself. It was really bad. Yeah,
There's no
whatever.
game plan.
No, there's no game plan.
There's no game
It's
plan.
It's pure fucking, yeah. I don't know. But sometimes those things can be really funny, and then I feel funny and fun, you know. But yeah, it's not, it doesn't always work out. But that's okay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's ups and downs. And I guess I'm okay with it, I think, you know. Are you okay with awkwardness?
Yeah, I
It
think
feels
so.
like you're okay with that. On
Yeah.
stage,
But I don't feel what I
you seem
think.
quite comfortable with the silences on stage.
Really? I mean, you have to be with my act. No, I don't feel it really as much. I think that's also a little bit of autism. I don't know.
Did you used to when you started? Were you more like
No, I felt disappointed in myself
yeah,
that I wanted to be better.
right,
So this was also where I'm now focusing on making fun and having a good time
Yes,
instead
yeah.
of being a fantastic comedian.
right.
Because the second
Trying
part,
not to hold on to
Yeah.
it too much.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just see what happens
yeah.
and just have fun. And but yeah, but I never, I don't feel shame. Also when I played bad, when I die on stage and then afterwards, like the people see me, I don't feel shame and
Yeah.
like I don't know, fuck you, I don't know, it doesn't matter to me. But I also don't feel like pride, like when I did good and then people, hey, we had a fun time. Like, yeah, sure.
Right, you just stay kind of neutral.
Yeah.
In it. Yeah, because you used to be quite an emotional boy, no?
Yeah,
From your act, like you used to be quite fucking.
yeah. I
everything-
still am that. I
Yeah.
think that's still in there somewhere.
There's anger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I get really like frustrated at things.
yeah.
I don't cry a lot. I do it sometimes, like in private, in my bathroom,
Yes.
where nobody
yeah.
sees
like
me.
a man.
Yeah, like a man,
In the shower.
like my father told me. And
I like it. Have you ever sat down in the shower and cried?
Yeah,
That's a nice one.
that's great.
That is nice because it's like there's already water running.
Yeah, you don't see you're crying.
I'm just integrating into the shower
Yeah,
experience.
I'm becoming the shower.
Yeah.
I'm cleansing myself.
Yeah, dude,
Inside and outside.
Sitting down in a shower cry is so fucking sad. Yeah.
No. I don't feel. Do you feel shame?
Yeah, all the time. But I think that's a British upbringing. You just feel guilty for kind of existing a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It's not like the level of like the Catholics have or anything, but there's definitely like I'm being rude. Like they're always very aware of if I'm being rude or something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But I don't for stand up not really. I mean it's like I don't know. I kind of yeah, it's funny you say like I've been talking like taking it seriously is very counterintuitive. You know what I mean? Being like I really got to be good at this clown stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like a bit of, you know, and that's the clinging on thing that I think a lot of people, you know, you're like trying so hard to fucking mold it and then it can be a really needy art form where you're like, I'm going to do my art, but every time I'm there, but you guys, I'm going to be there to make sure everyone's laughing and reacting in the way they should, you know. And that, yeah, if you can let go and like ride it and let it, and surrender to it, I guess, then,
then it's great.
then
Then it can be, I think, fantastic.
yeah, and interesting.
Yeah.
And that is also like vulnerability and the ability to be like, this isn't good.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, I'm not really enjoying this. Or like, you know, because I feel like that's why, then I don't know. I guess that's why you do it, huh? Just to be able to say stuff that's true, you know, like this, like crying in the shower, like deeply, you know, stuff that's deeply sad, and then be like,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know, just that's a way. It's a way to express these emotions, this frustration that you have,
Yeah.
or this like these you know that are hard to process, but you can process them on stage by shouting about it or talking about it, and then it's kind of okay, you know. It's kind of okay.
Is that also the reason why you do comedy? I feel like that's kind of a big question.
Yeah, why do you do it? Yeah, I don't. I think it's not good to think about it too much.
No?
No, I think like I mean, I can build, you know, I can back it up philosophically. I can say like, you know, I mean, I'm in it for the money, you know, personally. I'm in it for I'm a businessman, you know, I'm a comedian, but first and foremost, I'm a businessman. And I thought you know, as alienation gets more and more and we kind of, you know, society gets fractured through whatever, social media and the internet, there'll be more and more of a market for comedy because life itself is becoming so absurd that it's difficult to really understand what's going on, and so you can't even really explain it anymore. You just have to go, isn't this crazy? Ha ha ha. You know, that's the only real
Yeah, you think the demands for comedy is gonna grow? It's
yeah,
already growing,
I mean, as the
but-
economy gets worse, the comedy gets better.
Yeah, is that a trend?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, if you look at yeah, I mean, we're like in the 80s again, kind of.
Yeah.
So in the 80s, that was when the big arena acts first, like that's when Andrew Dice Clay first did an arena, and that was like, oh my god, this is, you know. So I think, yeah, there's more and more, I don't know, people are fucking lonely, so, you know, any like vicarious life or any
Life.
I mean, what we're doing right now, where we're talking to, you know, to like the fact that we've created a world where we need to put on headsets and microphones in order to have a conversation for an hour.
That sucks.
It does suck, but it's like, yeah, so apparently that's necessary, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, I guess we've commodified our lives to such an extent that it feels like if we're just hanging out, that's like crazy and weird and I don't know, it's like, no, there's got to be a purpose, you know, there's got to be a purpose or something. So yeah, I think the absurdity of, I don't know, I like comedy. I like it because it points it out and it's like, it makes it okay, you know. I think now we live in a world of, at least here, like we live in a world where there's threats but they're not like physical or tangible, you know what I mean? Like the only real threats are like abstract and like words or like, you know, it's kind of, so being able to make fun of that, you know, whatever, and put it into a different context or have a perspective on it. I mean, that's when comedy's great, when it's just like, oh, isn't this weird? Like, you know, when, because it's like we're all guests, you know, we're all like, you know, I mean, you're young as well. Like you grow up and you kind of like I keep looking for the host, you know. It's like you get to a house party and you're like looking for the host and they're like, no, the house party's been going for, I mean, so long. And you're like, where's the host? Who's the host? And you realize that everyone's a guest. There is no host. There's just people going, oh yeah, the drinks are over there, I guess, you know. And oh no, there's a sex dungeon over there. I wouldn't, honestly, but you can. I mean, you can. And it's everyone's just guests, and we're just. And sometimes people go, no, I'm the host. No, I know what's going on. The host is up in the sky, actually. Actually, the host is he's there. He's looking down on us, and he hates it when you have gay sex. So you better not have gay sex. Cause
don't go in the sex
dungeon.
dungeon.
I actually know the host personally, and he does not like gay sex.
But why did you put a sex dungeon there? Don't ask these questions.
He's he works in mysterious ways. Host and, but yeah, it's like, no, you're a guest too, man. Just because you've got a fucking silly hat on doesn't mean you know what's going on. Like, we're all confused. And then like comedy, or at least comedy is the only place where I feel like people were just honest about it, where they were like, oh, what the fuck, you know? That is all I want, because it's just a little bit of truth, you know? In politics, I'd love a politician who was just like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that's why we like Trump, because he's like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm so...
No, he never admits wrong.
Well, yeah, but he so obviously doesn't know what's going on that it's like, it's kind of nice, because you're like, he's like me, you know? I mean, that was why Biden was nice, because he was like, and you're like, yeah, I get, yeah, nice. I understand that, but that is fun, and that's the absurdity. I mean, when it gets annoying is when it's like when comics start to only point out like the absurdity of the left. You know, that's when I hate. You know, when Chappelle or fucking Gervais is like trans people. You know, it's like, well, yeah, like I don't give a shit about trans people. I never have. I'm sorry, I just don't care. But the fact that they're like. That they're pointing out that absurdity and then not the other, like point out all the, like they go, a woman can chop if you can identify as a woman, then I can identify as a helicopter, you know? But it's like, okay, great, I guess that is absurd, but how about we talk about the absurdity of the fucking helicopter? You know what I mean? You're just saying helicopters as if that's a normal thing that we fly. That we're flying in the sky all the time. No, it's a lady chopped a dick off. Fine, who gives a shit? The fact that we're flying, you're not going to talk about that? Well, I don't know. It just feels like it's like, yeah, it's just hyper focusing on one. Yeah, absurd. Who's
doing this right? Who are the comedians in your eyes that are doing this thing right?
Nobody. Only me.
Only me.
No, only I have the best comedy. Honestly, all other comedy isn't even comedy to me. I think I'm the only comedian out there. You know when Joe Rogan goes, there's only like 300 comedians in the world and stuff.
We're a special breed,
Yeah,
man.
I said there's only one comedian, and it's Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
There's only one true comedian, and
he
it's Joe
sucks.
Rogan.
I hate comedy.
Yeah, but how much funnier is it to suck at comedy and be that big than to be good? If he was good, it'd be like, okay, but it's so much funnier
Yeah.
to really not just really seem to not get it almost.
Yeah.
Seem to like actively be bad at it. Like, that's funny. So I respect it more, actually. I think the world is... I think Owen Benjamin's doing it right. He's just on a farm, completely red-pilled, going crazy. I think that is comedy to me.
I don't know Owen Benjamin. Who's he?
So he used to be kind of in that LA scene, and he Joey Diaz gave him an edible, and he like went mad, and like he went crazy, like he went. And he was talking about like trans kids before everyone else was kind of like, yeah, that's not cool. So he kind of got like cancelled completely, like real cancelled, like off everything.
Yeah.
And he's just on Instagram. He does like live streams, and he just talks mad shit about everyone. But he actually is like a smart guy, and he has some like pretty. He's got a cool theory where he talks about like the world is so absurd now, almost because of the way we're interacting with it, because we're like, comedy is kind of, you need like distance, like Chaplin said that life is tragedy in close up, but it's comedy in a wide shot. Like once you zoom out, it becomes funny.
Yeah.
When you're in it, it's like, oh, this is the worst, but when you zoom out enough, it becomes funny. So the way we interact with the world is all zoomed out, in a way, because we look at all the world zoomed out, and Owen Benjamin kind of has this theory about like how because of that, the likeliest outcome becomes the funniest outcome becomes the likeliest outcome, because of the way we're interacting with the world. It's like we're almost manifesting the funniest outcome because we're all just laughing at it the whole time. Which I think is quite interesting. So yeah, him, Sam Campbell, obviously. Who is a guy who's like doing stuff that's edgy, right? He does edgy.
Wait, I have to Google Sam Campbell.
I would call it edgy, but it's not edgy in like a this little trans people. It's more like it's edgy in that he just kind of says whatever is the funniest thing and moves on a little bit.
I feel like Australian comedy is also taking off, like on the international stage. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. It's getting more popular, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Jeffries was massive.
Yeah.
And, there's always been...
But on the other hand, I can't name you names right now, I think.
Yeah. No,
so
but
I don't have to prove to back it up. But I feel like I see more...
That's good, man.
Like,
this is good. I see you've been podcasting for a while because that is exactly what
welcome
it's all
to
about.
the Finn Visser experience, man.
Well, it's all about putting on some headphones, talking into a mic, and saying stuff without really having any idea.
Yeah, but there are only 300 people like
there's
us,
only
right?
300. There's only well, that's the thing though. Dunbar's number. There is only 300 people that you can really keep track of.
Yeah.
Or less. So.
And Joe Rogan even less. Yeah. Hey, we're busy.
We're out of time.
Yeah, no, we're not out of time. But I have one thing to ask about.
Yeah.
So we have a segment on the show we call Explore That Gram. No, we don't have a segment. Hello, my name is Sean Evans.
Oh no.
No, but I did find like a photo.
Oh no! Have you been
of you in a mankini?
Internet. Oh yes, yeah, that was for Odette. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. Oh my god. Yeah, this is me and Stuart and George.
In a mankini.
Where did you even find this, dude? I mean, I really should have. Yeah, Odette van der Molen did.
Yeah, so
did a show.
Explain the photo. What are we seeing right now? Because this is an audio podcast now. Yeah, it is film, but
it's me in a Borat-style mankini with two other young hot boys.
Yeah.
And an old cougar. Odette was doing a show, and she wanted to be surrounded by hot men, but instead she got 3 hot boys. I don't think it came off, but yeah, we spent a whole afternoon doing that.
Yeah.
She paid us, I think, $50 each.
Yeah.
And
Which makes it even worse, I think. The $50
if
makes...
we'd done it for free, it would
Yeah,
be okay.
yeah. Now it feels like kind of like prostitution.
It was fully. I mean, we didn't like, but it was it was kind of a fun bonding experience, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I'm glad that's out there. I'm glad that
these photos are on the
been
internet.
reminded. I mean, yeah, but you know, that's fine. People say the internet's forever, you know, but it's not.
No?
Did you know that?
No, you're telling me right now.
Yeah, it's not.
No. For
It's
how
not
long is
forever.
it?
Another couple years.
Couple of years. And then
Yeah.
it's...
It'll be gone.
Ah, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, there's this thing called bit rot. Do you know about this?
No.
Bit rot. It's essentially like, you know how like wood rots,
Yeah.
or like or a mango, you know, if you leave it out in the sun for too long, well, it'll just dry up maybe. But if you take the skin off and then you leave it out on a table or a chair, I mean, you can put it on a chair, you can put it wherever you want, but it rots is the point. So the same happens with bits, like digital bytes.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a natural entropy to everything. So there's stuff rots away as well. Like stuff on a hard drive doesn't stay there forever.
No.
Um,
And that's what's happening to the internet right now.
hey,
This feels like bullshit.
no, I think it's true. I read it in
You think it's true.
well, I read it in like a book.
Oh, so yeah.
So that's pretty good.
That's
you know.
pretty good.
There's physical pages, but yeah, I mean everything is transient. I guess that's what I'm saying,
Yeah. Everything passes.
and that's why I don't like it. The trans.
I want to ask one more question. And then
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
finish. I'm gonna finish.
Sure.
Sometimes I'm a fan of your comedy. I'm a fan of what you make,
Thank you, man.
and I don't say that to everyone in the podcast.
Yeah, fuck you, Daveson.
No.
He's really good.
The English scene in like the English comedy scene in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
There is one, but
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
very big.
It's big-ish, man.
Yeah.
It's big-ish. We got a couple big names.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, we do. I mean, there's essentially it feeds into like London.
Yeah,
Or
but
whatever.
I feel like
Is
the
this thing
Netherlands
on? Sorry.
The Netherlands is too small for you.
For me, well, yeah. I mean, maybe to get like a big audience and make a lot of money, it's too big. It's too small. But
Yeah.
you know, there's Derek Scott Mitchell. He makes a bunch of money. He uses it just for haircuts. There's Laura Ricotta. She makes a lot of money. Thank God also for that, because she's really helped me. Like the only reason my kids can eat. Yeah, the only way I can feed my kids. I mean, I don't have kids, but I feed random. I feed like kids all around.
Yeah, it's
Whenever I
just
see a kid, I try to feed them.
Yeah.
Just as a good Samaritan. But yeah, she helps me feed those kids. Roger Back, he's big. He probably makes.
But he's also going on an international tour.
Well, right. So yeah,
Oh, he
yeah.
went
So
on.
well, you can be based in. I mean, but that's everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even be based in London and not tour and make money. I mean, you can if you really get like a TV gig or whatever. But yeah, people in LA, they live in LA, but then they, you know. So I don't know if it's too small. I mean, I can gig every night if I want. I can
Yeah.
do a bunch of other mics. I can develop. I can do my own shows, and so it's not really like too small in a way. I mean, it's maybe you could say like the level of inspiration is less because you don't see like the top of the top comedians all the time. But then I was in London a couple of weeks ago, and all I saw was like open micers and people doing, you know, whatever, okay stuff, but not, you know, like there's whatever. It's like mediocre everywhere is mostly mediocre. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's good. I don't know.
But is there an ambition for you like to go like international?
Yeah, I mean, I tour also. You know, I go to London. I go to Innsbruck. You know, those are my two main places. Shout out Innsbruck. I've never been, but yeah, there's like I do all around Europe a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, go to Barcelona.
But is that the dream?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm living it. This
Yeah,
is
you're already
enough
doing it.
in a way. You know, I mean, I'd like to play. I'd like to be able to, like in 10 years, I'd like to be playing like 200, 300 seaters. You know, be able to do weekends and then
Yeah.
come back. But that's like, yeah, that's doable, and I don't know. Like some people say like Madison Square Gardens or whatever. They want to really. That's like the dream. Yeah, that'd be cool. But I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough like ambition.
No, I don't want to like.
Yeah.
Feature like insecurity or something.
What's your dream?
What's my dream?
What do you dream about?
As a Dutch comedian, it's not my dream to go international.
Right.
So I think that's what difference. That's why I find it interesting to ask you. About that.
Yeah.
Like you can also only stay in the Netherlands and play here.
I could, yeah.
But you have the option to go abroad.
Yes,
And I don't have that option.
True, yeah.
So I'm interested in like, do you want to build that out, and do you want to get your audience?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean that's why I go on. I go on little tours and try to do, shows in the little growing scenes in Europe, and then some in London and Edinburgh and stuff. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's why would I not?
Yeah.
And I like traveling. It can put like I went to Italy with some friends and we did some shows in Bologna and in Milan, and it's like really cool. It's like nice to see. Nice to see that people live like.
Is it really different?
No, it's not. It's like the same. That's the thing. It's like it's kind of cool. I mean, Victor Petrashkan says this. He's a guy that really. I mean, he's like the gypsy king of comedy. Essentially, he tours around and he's crazy. But he says like people are the same. Or he goes, people are the same, man. Everywhere, people the same. No different. And now he can't enter Georgia anymore. So there you go. That's if you preach love and happiness, any Russian-controlled state will not let you not let you come in because they're kind of, I guess they're a fascistic kind of authoritarian state. But I can tell that you wanna wrap this up.
Yeah, let's end on this like bit on politics.
Thank you, man. This was good.
I had a fun time.
This flew by.
Yeah, really flew by.
We should talk more often.
Yeah, we should hang out.
Yeah, we should hang out.
We should smoke some weed also, because you weren't on a rant, and I was like, oh, I'm really invested in this.
Sorry about that.
No. I was hooked.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, I was really interested.
Oh, it's about the trans.
But if I smoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely know I have a good time. Also get a little bit scared, but I want to see the devil.
Oh, if you want to go down the fucking conspiracy rabbit hole, I'll go down, brother.
No, thanks Diederik for being here. I had a fun time.
Thank you, dude. Best dressed comedian I know.
Yeah, love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
That was the end.
Hey, leuk dat je luistert naar mijn interview met Diederik Zuurmond. Vond je Diederik nou heel leuk? Check de beschrijving voor zijn socials. Wil je ons helpen? Deel deze podcast met je vrienden en rate ons in je podcast app. Later!